Welcome to the first installment of our three-part video series focused on helping you break through the social media noise in order to create a strong and successful online game for your small business. Whether you have a non-existent, stagnant, or sporadic posting habits, half of the battle is moving, and we're here to help give that supportive nudge in the right direction. Today's video is intended to help bolster social media confidence. Maybe you already have a strong social media standing. Maybe you simply don't know where to start. Despite your current social media status, we have countless best practices, fresh ideas, and affirmations to share with you. We've developed this three-part series to build mastery when viewed as a complete package, or to act as a refresher or tutorial when viewed alone. Based on our own personal challenges we've collected from others, and through our individual struggles, we've unmasked the true thieves robbing small businesses of an improved online presence. Lack of time, posting anxiety, and wondering if there truly is a valuable return on the overall energy investment all play a part in a business's ability to gain traction. Join us as we address three essential themes that not only dismantle these challenges, but also support the creation of a solid social media action plan. There are three key themes in this video series. First, messaging. How do I construct and effectively share my personal business story? Second, planning. How much time do I need to commit? How can I establish a system for building a manageable posting plan? What are some of the functional implementation tips? And finally, evaluation. How will I know if what I'm doing is actually working? Here at Kate & Company, we'd like to think we're a lot like you. Our team is comprised of a motivated group of small business owners. All of us serendipitously cross paths at some point along the way and quickly realize that we share a core set of values, a passion for storytelling, and ability to deliver positive social networking outcomes. Joining forces to share best practices, collaborate, and perfect our side hustles together just made sense. Over the years, we have experienced tremendous success in the digital marketing world, both collectively and independently. By no means did we do this without stumbling along the way. Missteps are part of what honing a powerful online blueprint is all about. However, through collaborating with other social media users and learning from some of the great marketers like Donald Miller, Jenna Kutcher, and Amy Porterfield, we have resolved some common pitfalls and developed some tried and true strategies that work wonderfully across all business sectors. Curious if you're doing the right thing? Or maybe you're just a bit nervous to get started. You are not alone in your hesitancy. We've personally experienced and heard everything from, I don't know where to start, and I can't do one more thing, to I've never even been on Facebook. No judgment here. The digital world can be a little bit intimidating, but once you identify your personal roadblock and dive in with a few insider tips tucked tightly under your belt, we guarantee you'll gain momentum and you will see results. Remember how I said there are thieves lurking out there? Self-talk that feeds a lack of confidence or failure to launch are the true crooks. It's these thoughts that will lead you down an ineffective path, or even worse, immobilize you completely. However, your customer needs guidance. Sharing your story socially could be one of the most powerful business strategies you'll ever implement. It could be the key ingredient needed to move your customers from product or service awareness to an actual purchase. Join me, Kate Grissom, and my team as we provide you with the tools to take control of your digital presence. As the owner of a small brewery and 2 downtown gathering spaces, I was in somewhat of a scattered position not too long ago. Not only am I my company's CEO, but I'm also the CFO, the general manager, the marketing director, and so much more. Time is forever my nemesis. The conundrum was always the same. How can I commit to establishing solid social media habits when I am spread so thin? I eventually found my way, and we are able to share some of that insight today. It helped me and countless others navigate many potential challenges. We've tapped a handful of what we consider to be social media power users to offer up snippets of their industry knowledge. This skilled network is not only aligned with multiple social media platforms and businesses, but it also consists of hard workers who have committed to their life's work to become socially savvy. Are you ready to dive in and give it a go? Again, we're here to guide you through 3 manageable steps, all of which will lead you to an easy-to-implement social media system that focuses on messaging, planning, and evaluating your efforts.
Hi, my name's Kelly Dolling, and I've been immersed in multiple aspects of the marketing world for nearly 2 decades. Coming alongside countless small businesses, as well as working my own, I've found that asking questions is often the answer. It's so easy to slip into a paradigm created by our experiences and mindsets. However, it's important to remove ourselves from these ownership roles to periodically see things from our customer's point of view. In fact, it's critical. Asking ourselves the simplest questions like, how will this particular post be received? What is driving my business these days? And when are my customers online? Help to shift thinking. Mulling over even deeper questions such as, what do I want to be known for? What is the message I want my audience to walk away with? And what problem am I solving for both current and potential customers can be downright game-changing. Once you've walked around in your customer's shoes for a bit, it's much easier to blaze a consistent and targeted digital path. Staying true to your message and this new train of thought as you implement social media posts will begin to provide you with valuable feedback. It's important to continue to hip check along the way and hone your brand according to your successes. By examining how others are engaging with your posts, you will begin to find commonalities. Leveraging these online wins is the key to building a strong following that supports your desired messaging. It's a bit of a dance, but once you find your online beat, the sky is the limit. This sound methodology helped me build a legit brand game for my family business, Dolling Insurance. After nearly 8 years of ignoring my own marketing needs, my husband and I finally found success once we hung our hats on our true business why. Let's face it, insurance is a pretty dull industry, and nobody really wants to purchase it, and it makes for the driest of content. It took a slight mind shift, but as soon as we realized that we didn't have to talk specifically about our service, the magic began to unfold. We gave ourselves permission to tell our brand story. The Dollings asked a few simple, clarifying questions, and the driving force behind our business came to light, helping others in our community. As a 4th-generation family-owned and operated business that's been dishing out policies on the same downtown corner since 1902, we've been an active part of our community for more than a century. And just like that, we found our story. It has proven to be the perfect brand for us as it's not gimmicky. Community is the true heart of our business and of our family. Once we pinpointed our brand, our identity, it didn't feel like work anymore. From developing consistent online posts and publishing a monthly community-based newsletter to creating a wildly popular charity bingo event that has raised more than $25,000 for various nonprofits in the community, our focus is crystal clear. Everything nowadays just falls into place. The posts aren't forced, the message flows, and ultimately, new clients are earned. As mentioned earlier, there are a series of questions to help direct the overall story and branding process. I utilize these with Dolling Insurance as well as multiple other retail, hospitality, and nonprofit clients. Hop over to kateandcollab.com to download a worksheet that will help guide you through the questioning process and toward potential brand answers. My final takeaway in regard to asking questions is to just dive into the process. It's definitely common to totally feel overwhelmed and not know where to begin, especially when it's your own business. However, pondering those deeper questions will ultimately guide you to that just right brand. Developing the correct voice and pinpointed direction will take some fine-tuning along the way. Don't worry, you're not doing anything wrong and you're not going to mess anything up. It's only your lack of starting that will truly get in your way.
Aligning with a crystal clear dialogue is imperative. As Kelly said, it takes time. However, we urge you to push through that initial discomfort. Don't settle. Having a defined brand message not only brings clarity to your social media posts, but it also acts as the guardrails as you craft each and every message. It provides a necessary focus. After landing on a message you're ready to test, we can maneuver our way into step 2, developing a social media plan. Meet Luke, a nonprofit leader and community organizer who manages a handful of social media side hustles for other small businesses across multiple social media platforms. Luke is naturally techie and has a contagious confidence when diving into new things. His collective expertise makes him the perfect choice to talk about building a social media plan.
I'm jumping in to share a light on the practical planning process. Let's start with what might be a small business's largest hurdle, determining how much time you actually have to commit. You know, social media can be consuming if you let it, right? However, blocking out a logical amount of your time on a consistent basis will help you stay focused. We urge you to establish a routine that works best for you and your small business demands. Just stick to it. Time should take into account planning posts, collecting or creating images and videos, actually posting, monitoring, and sometimes responding. It sounds like a lot, but it's totally doable. Remember, it's okay to start small. Give as much time as your schedule allows. Something is always better than nothing, and it's better to under-promise and over-deliver. I personally plan and schedule in 2-week blocks and spend about 3 or 4 hours every other week. The reason for this is twofold. First, it prevents me from constantly working online, which can create additional distractions and wastes a lot of time. It also helps ensure that I don't have so much planned that I'm unable to pivot in the event that a new posting opportunity arises, because I think it's important to be flexible. Establishing a system will be one of the best planning strategies you'll implement. Whether it's handwritten on a paper calendar or if it's created digitally on a planning platform, it will make a significant difference in your online game. A little time invested at the beginning of each month will save you mountains of time and potential frustration later on. Calendaring out your plan will also allow you to create a flow that's on brand. There are countless ways to map out your work. Although I utilize a 2-week system, each team member at Kate & Company does it just a bit differently. Some calendar on a broader, month-long, loose guide and dial it in on a weekly basis, and others take it week by week. Whatever method you choose, creating a tactical plan that's not just day by day will enable you to fine-tune a consistent message and write for your brand. We urge you to continue to solve that perceived problem for your audience and connect your posts back to your story. It's important to note that sticking to a particular tone or voice in your copy parallels your actual message. Craft content to engage your audience and further your reach. Looking for a few functional implementation tips? Our crew at Kate & Company has dozens hiding up our sleeve, with the first being less is always more. Posting multiple times a day is actually not a best practice for numerous reasons. First and foremost, it can alienate your customers. Packing feeds with your messaging can get annoying and often feels fake, or that you're trying too hard. In addition, Facebook is a cannibal. In other words, the platform pushes out a message until another post is made. Unless that first post has unbelievable organic reach or has money behind it, Facebook stops pushing that post out to your followers' feeds and focuses on the new messaging that you've just posted. It's one of the most common mistakes we see across all platforms. Sticking with the less is more concept, we also want to give you permission to not post every day. Coming up with 30 to 31 days of content every month can be daunting and frankly isn't necessary. We suggest anywhere from 3 to 6 posts a week depending on the access to proper messaging and what feels right for your business. Again, it's okay to start small with just a handful of posts each week. As you find your groove, you can always increase your posting frequency. Another tip is to allow yourself to be open-minded. Don't lock yourself into a plan or angle right off the bat. As we stated earlier, this is a process. We encourage you to experiment a bit. Have fun with it. This will help alleviate the pressure of just doing the same old thing over and over again. One of the smartest things a small business can do is learn from others. Follow pages and accounts that catch your eye and showcase a consistent story. Connect with other owners and social savvy individuals to share success stories and new ideas. There is a unique power hiding within collaboration. We will dish out additional tips, tricks, and hacks in the next 2 videos. As we push further into the series, we will grow your online posting arsenal by pulling back the layers on proven processes, industry tools, and more. Once your work begins to unfold, careful evaluation of your messaging and overall brand development is paramount. Without critical measurement of both successes and failures, yes, there will be some, small business owners like us will never uncover our true potential. The heart of our ROI, or return on investment, in relation to both time and money hinges on assessments. How do you measure and evaluate the effectiveness of your social media plan? Most platforms have specific areas to analyze as well as sections to peruse hard data. Examining your post's reach and audience interaction with total likes, shares, and comments is actually pretty easy on both Facebook and Instagram. Note any correlations you may see. Also, cruise the Insights tab on these platforms to see how specific posts have played out. Notice what worked and what didn't. Time of day, post tone, and imagery all influence the ultimate social outcome. Look for commonalities and adjust the sales to follow the social wins. We will delve into learning to work the data in greater detail in our 3rd video. As we close the chapter on evaluations, it's important to continue to ask questions. Yes, that again. Simple questions asked at the end of each monthly posting run is part of the process. Here are a few of the things to ponder. Do our social media posts align with our values? Are we doing an adequate job of creating brand awareness? How can we better stimulate social engagement? According to the data, where should we spend the majority of our time in order to reach our current and our future customers? Are there any changes I need to make to my posting routine to make it more efficient and more manageable? This may seem a bit overwhelming. However, with the right tools, evaluation will soon become a welcome part of the routine. In the meantime, we've provided a helpful evaluation sheet to help keep you on track. Answer these questions at the end of every month and then compare to previous responses. As we said, online brand development takes time, but these questions will lead you to important answers. If you're still feeling stuck, reach out. Our team is always willing to dive in with you.
Taking the time to work through today's 3-step model, whether you have an established page or are starting one for the first time, is a critical component of online success. As we wind down today, we urge you to take the next week to reflect on what you want your business to be known for, and to work through the processes presented today. As the old adage by Zig Ziglar states, if you aim at nothing, you'll always hit your mark. Taking aim with a strategic plan is a key ingredient to an effective brand development. Join us next time as we dive into the specifics around content creation. We'll be dishing out mountains of game-changing information focused on choosing your just right social media platforms, creating effective content, and incorporating helpful apps and tools into your process. Get those notepads ready. We're talking countless specifics and some valuable hands-on practice. Joe Sabbath once said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." If you're still feeling a bit stifled in your start, Kate & Co can help hone in your target by proving a productive and workable foundation. Feel free to connect with our experienced team on Facebook, through our website, or by email. We're always within reach and willing to help you perfect the process.